It's really just kind of interesting to see in the wake of all this. To me, what I think is most under threat here is just the exchange of free ideas. And they have done this survey now, done by Gallup, and they said 1 in 3 students believe that using violence to stop campus speech is acceptable. That's 33%. They believe if somebody is saying something that challenges your beliefs and you don't like it, that you should use violence against them to stop them from saying things you don't like to hear. Speaking.
Oh, wow.
Yes, to stop campus speech is acceptable. 54% of students find it acceptable to block attendance at a campus speech. So if you are trying to attend a speech and they're going to be talking about things you don't like being said, that you have the right to stand in somebody's way and physically stop them from attending that lecture.
That's been a problem for many years now. And I want to say the last 10 years where people have tried to speak on college campus, when back in the day, that's where people would have open discussion and debate, and it would get shut down or they would just scream the entire time. And
I don't know why people are so upset and so challenged by an exchange of ideas. And if you don't like it and you don't like what they're saying, well, get your own facts straight and then do a better job of debating against them. To me, that's ultimately what the challenge is. If you think you're right, and then if you can't come up with those facts, maybe you might want to consider the fact that you're not right. So if somebody's saying something you don't like, get your facts straight and then go challenge them on ideas. The fact that we think the right thing to do is to cause physical harm against somebody saying something we don't like is unbelievable. And this is an extensive survey. 68,000 students over 257 colleges believe this. So it's not just they went to one liberal school someplace in the Northeast and that's what they were saying. This is all across America, that they believe that the right thing to do when somebody says something you don't like to hear is to use physical violence against them. Damn. And who knows who's responsible for this, but already some signs have popped up. Somebody is spray painted on a sign in Seattle, Washington at a Utah college or at a school that is there. They said, "Kill all Charlie Kirks."
Oh, my.
So they are kind of using this as a rallying point to say, all right, one down, who's next? And
if I was anybody in the political realm right now doing any kind of speech or public anything, I would be on the highest of alert.
Yeah.
There's something in the atmosphere right now.
It's really unbelievable. And these college campuses have become a scary place for a lot of people now. And these numbers are dropping. This is another Gallup poll. But the way Americans view a college education and how important it is plummeting. Because I think a lot of people see them as indoctrination farms now, where you go and it's not open dialogue, is what I just talked about. People don't want that. They don't want to hear challenging ideas to their beliefs. They want someone to continually reinforce how they feel and make them feel like that. And then when somebody says something they don't like, then they want to attack them and use violence to end their life. And they feel like that is the right approach. And only 35% of Americans right now are considering a college education to be very important. Now, what's crazy is how these numbers have dropped. This is in 2025. In 2019, that number was 53%. And if you go back to 2013, 70%. Wow. 75% in just 2010 thought that a college education was very important. That number has dropped in 15 years from 75 to 35%. People are saying, what am I doing? Why would I need all this? Charlie Kirk was one guy who said, I don't need a college education, didn't go, educated himself, and was smarter than most professors he went up against on the topics they were debating. Which to me just tells you, all right, I can see why you would say maybe it's not necessary. Can't argue with those numbers. It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
The other thing, too, is I know I always say it. I'm not trying to be a broken record. Divide and conquer people is a lucrative business. You got to keep that in mind, too. People uniting everybody is not good for the bottom line for a lot of people. It's just not.
That sucks.
And it does suck. And it just, that's at least how it feels to me anyway.
Any of the people who don't like people openly exchanging different ideas and debating them, I would encourage you, because America is not for you, because that's what America is. That's what America needs to remain. It always needs to stay that way. You need to go to Iran. And you need to see in a place where they don't allow open exchange of ideas and they tell you what to do, go to that place and live your life and see what it is like when you stop openly exchanging ideas and being able to debate without the threat of death. That's the country you're talking about. So go live there. I think that's where all these people should go. I really do. There's a couple countries that are for you, but America needs to remain an open exchange of debate and a place we can do that without fear of retribution or taking a bullet in the neck.